Hello fire signs, this is your reading for the next 7 days. It is the 20th of July. I'm starting with Aries, moving on to Leo and Sagittarius. On the dice we have the 9th house, Aquarius and Mercury. Mercury I think has come up quite a bit this week, so it might be a week where there's a lot of communication. The 9th house, the house of long journeys, so it can be like a physical long journey that you're maybe taking or you're thinking of taking. It may be, you know, a sort of philosophical journey, a metaphysical journey. There is with Mercury here, there's a search for knowledge. You know, it can be, yes, you might receive communication, you might be communicating a lot, but with Mercury in Aquarius, this is very much coming from a place of I know. Aquarius is I know. And with a Mercury in Aquarius placement, which is my own, so I know it, it comes from wanting to impart knowledge, but it can also come through as arrogant and domineering in terms of your presentation. Yeah, I know. So there might be something in that this week. It's a search for knowledge basically, and the 9th house can also relate to teachers, guides, higher education, college, universities. There might be news coming through there. And it's basically things at a distance. Even if you're not traveling this week, you might be getting a lot of news or information through on the media. We've also obviously got the media and the internet here with Aquarius and Mercury, and it's about distant countries, distant cultures, that sort of thing. So bear that in mind as we go through the readings. And we're starting with Aries, and interestingly you have the wombat spirit in reverse, which in its upright is be at home. Be at home. And it was clarified with the cave. So I really do feel that obviously the wombat spirit burrows underground, likes to be in the dark, likes to, you know, stay safe, secure. And might because it's, you know, so darn hot that people are like, you know, staying inside. I mean, my blinds are closed today, for example. But I feel that this is telling you, Aries, that this is probably a time to maybe come out your cave. I think that's where you're going to find some sort of success, maybe alleviate anything that you're going through. I just feel that you need to explore with all of this combination. And the cave is, it can be like, you know, sitting in the dark. It can be, it's very much a sacred center. You maybe, you know, just feel really secure and safe and comforted at home. But I feel this week, just for the next 7 days with this combination here, that actually what would be good for you is to try and get out a bit more. Now you have got the Queen of Cups in reverse. I will take an archetype on her. This can be your own energy, and this would suggest that there's a feeling of being emotionally adrift, emotionally overwhelmed, a little bit out of sorts. And again, I'm just sort of seeing that the advantage, if you like, the win, the success, 6 of Wands, is in terms of travel, 3 of Wands. So if that comes up for you this week, if that's an opportunity that arises, if you get an invitation to travel, this is saying go. Expand your horizons, look beyond, you know, the boundaries of your own home, your own comfort zone, really, and try something new. All right, so let's just see the Queen of Wands. It's probably your energy with this combination, but it could be a feminine you're dealing with this week. Show me the Queen of Wands for Aries. Queen of Wands for Aries. I mean, this can be, sorry, Queen of Cups. This could be somebody at a distance from you, you're getting news from. Maybe they're coming to visit you. Show me the Queen of Cups for Aries and why she's in reverse. The Queen of Cups for Aries. Aries reading, Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, she's a goddess in reverse. And it says the exploitation of the female nature and form. I'm honestly not getting that. I'm just feeling that someone's not feeling like particularly comfortable in their own skin just now. I mean, when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, she can lack self-care, you know, maybe not loving on herself too much. Maybe that's something you need to focus on this week. As the mother, there's a hugely nurturing feminine energy here. Can be a very, it's mothering mother, especially with the Queen of Cups. She can be a bit of a, what I call an ankle grabber, you know. She can be very needy, she can be a bit of a martyr. So I mean, it might literally be your own mother here, and if you're at home with your own mother, she might be a handful, a bit overwhelmed, bit out of her energy, and you might want to, you know, put some distance between you and her, or just, I think you just, that somebody needs to get out the house. They really need to get out the house. You might want to go to the, you know, the beach. Tell me more. I'm hearing that Grease song again with that. Tell me more, tell me more. Did she put up a fight? Summer loving. We've had that in which reading? I think it was Taurus, the really exuberant one. Okay. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups for my Aries. Queen of Cups for my Aries. So it can just be a water sign you're connecting with, but she is the mother. Queen of Cups reverse for Aries this week. Oh yeah. So we've got some issues here. We've got the whip and we've got the pathways. Now, so there's some sort of dispute here with this Queen of Cups, whoever she may be in your life. And maybe some sort of argument here. It's very unsettled energy. As I say, she is out of her energy. Or this could be you that's, you know, feeling this way around the mother or the feminine archetype in general here. I feel that there's kind of like fiery conversations here. And it might be that you want someone to move. You might want someone to travel. You might want someone to, you know, relocate or downsize, or, you know, you might want to go to university or college, whatever. But there's a dispute here and somebody needs to make a decision. The successful decision is to travel. That's the absolute bottom line. Six of Wands for Aries. What is the Six of Wands for Aries? The Six of Wands for Aries. So we've got the Well, which speaks about deep emotions coming to the surface. And it's beautiful. I mean, there is a success here, Aries. This can be like the gift of property. It can be like someone, it's an invitation to go visit someone's home. It might be someone offers you a holiday home. It's basically a beautiful home, beautifying the home. But the home can also represent, if it's not just property, it can be like family in general. I don't know. I don't think this is a big deal. I just think someone needs to shake up their present set of circumstances and explore a little. Show me the Three of Wands for Aries. Three of Wands for Aries. It's a man. It's a man. You got the Sun. This could be a happy man, a successful man, very prosperous man. The invitation could be coming from a man. I don't know why there's this argument over here or some sort of dispute. Show me this whip on the Queen of Cups. Show me the whip on this man. The mirror, mirroring each other, reflecting our wounds, introspection. This is a dispute with this man, I believe. Show me the whip and the mirror for this Queen of Cups reversed. Axe, break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment and abandonment. So there's basically a Queen of Cups here. Maybe you, maybe your mother, maybe just a friend, you know, but she's someone who's very much out of their energy. She's probably dealing with a breakup, or she might have a breakup this week and she's, you know, stuck at home, doesn't want to go out, and the success is coming out. Now, ultimately, it can be that there's news coming through this week that this man is on the move, yeah? So let's just see more about the bookie and the home. The bookie and the home for Aries. Engagement ring and the golden mirror. Oh God almighty. So there's something coming in and out the blue here with lightning at the base of the deck. There might be news of an engagement. This can be a proposal with the bookie, but we have an issue with the golden mirror. We've now got one mirror over here, so and another mirror here. So you're mirroring each other, the good and the bad. But this can speak of like, a narcissist, a one-sided, self-absorbed person relationship. And there's some sort of success that's coming in here with an offer. So ultimately, I don't know if they're coming towards you, they're going towards someone else, or you're currently in separation from this person. Show me this man. I'm trying to dig you out with the wombat. The man for Aries, the man in the Aries reading with the Three of Wands. So he's the spider spirit in reverse, make your dreams real. And he is watch and wait, the seahorse spirit in reverse here. This is someone who's is kind of run out of patience, because there's been a sting here between this couple, and it's one there where there's resentment that's been harbored. So they might have been waiting to reconnect, they might be waiting for you to come out, vice versa. You might be waiting for them to come out of their cave, their man cave perhaps, and there's something changing this week basically. Now, with the spider spirit being in reverse, this can be a bit breaking some connections here. There can be a lot of people involved. It can be a kind of slightly predatory energy. Show me the spider spirit reverse for this man. Spider spirit reverse for the Aries man. Courtship and message. And that it's hard work and someone's concerned. It's a main male and he's working on his dreams now. Let me just take you some advice. Okay. Ultimately, there's changes about Aries. And I feel someone's getting impatient. Aries advice for this reading for the next week. The Aries I'm reading for, their advice for the next week. Oh, summer. In summer. Bask in joy and light, and the great teacher learn from spiritual experience, which is the 9th house. I don't know if you have some sort of, there's obviously been a breakup, so there's like a grudge fest here, but ultimately, I'm not going to say you're as bad as one another, but you do have a lot of similarities here, and there is an opportunity for growth, I really do feel. So you need to come out this week, Aries. There's a message about a courtship here. Now, it may be that someone wants to take you out on a date, quite frankly, because the courtship is very early stages of a relationship here. And you do have the bouquet, which is an invitation. It's a surprise. There's success here. It's the Three of Wands is accomplishment. So someone needs to get out their feels. They need to, I don't know, get themselves uprighted. Get back out there in some way. Stop picking fights, because there's a probability or a hope for success here. All right, moving on to Leo. Those there. So Leo, you are seeing clearly this week. You have got my owl spirit. You can see clearly now. This is very Mercury in Aquarius in the 9th house. It's really lovely. Keen senses, seeing the truth. Super intuitive, reading between the lines, nothing's getting past you this week. Unfortunately, I think what you're seeing isn't giving you much pleasure. And it may be in connection with the King of Swords in reverse here, because I have the tear and I have the vessel. Now the vessel it can be the physical body, but it is the container. And I'm just saying that the container is like tipped over here. This is like a flood of tears, basically. There's something that you're seeing clearly, either you or whoever you're connecting with. Bear in mind, you're all women. And I've got a King of Swords in reverse here. To me, that's a masculine energy. So I could be reading for the other side here. But there is like almost like an emotional blowout here, honestly. I just feel like if you've been keeping something in, if you've been, holding things together, there is something that you're going to see, maybe on social media, maybe a message, or there's communication that comes from afar here, that is going to see someone. I mean, ultimately it is a release, but it is the flowing of tears, because someone can't keep it all in anymore. The vessel is the container, and it's kind of like tipped up here. And it can be that what you're seeing is with the vessel is that in some way you need to release yourself from something that's making you feel trapped and stuck. Something that's not structured, it's not balanced. You are going to be able to see that this week, Leo. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse here, we have basically a combination of cards that are saying that there's something that has ended. It's maybe been a long drawn out ending. You maybe been holding on to the hope that it might come back. But there's disappointment here. There's no satisfaction because the King of Swords is in reverse. And he's someone who does not see clearly. That cannot be him with the Owl Spirit. He can be a liar. He can be cruel. He can be mean. Let's see who he is. Gosh. Show me the King of Swords in reverse this week. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? Oh, an Avenger. Hello. Why is the King of Swords reverse for Leo? And an Addict. Why is the King of Swords reversed for Leo? Who is the King of Swords? Oh my gosh. It's a trickster. And this is who you're going to start seeing clearly. This is someone who's manipulative, who's fly, who's sleek it. And it's a fucking gossip into the bargain. Talking shit. Making up stories about people. He's someone who thrives on, you know, betraying people, betraying confidences, sharing private and secret information here. This is who he is. And if you don't know that, you're going to see that. And I think it's going to bring a lot of disappointment. And I think this is someone who's probably already backstabbed you. Showing the Ten of Swords for Leo. Ten of Swords reverse for Leo. Ten of Swords reverse for Leo. Camera. This can be nostalgia. Making memories. Keepsakes from the past. Ten of Swords. Sunglasses and a camera. So they're spying. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. You can't believe a word this guy says. Really can't believe a word this guy says. And this is somebody who's spying on someone they've probably already broken up with. So you need to be careful of that, Leo, if that is you. If you're watching your, you know, ex or whatever on social media, you might see something that will literally, you know, have you in floods of tears. And to be honest, it might not even be true. Because this guy is a gossip and a trickster. They might literally be trying to, you know, push your buttons, hurt you. And I'm hearing that song that I got in my dream. It was, well, it's Walking on Broken Glass. This isn't the line I got, but it's, if you're trying to hurt me, you're doing very well by me. This is someone that might actually be trying to hurt you. Show me the Ten of Swords for Leo. The Ten of Swords, sunglasses and camera for Leo. Communication. I don't like the way they came out because I did a reading yesterday and they came out together, so I'm reshuffling. Ten of Swords reverse for Leo, please, my guys. What is this Ten of Swords relating to? The mask. Right, someone is masking, hiding, possibly, behind the sunglasses here. Either a child or a new beginning. It actually could be a child. Because I have it with the tree card here, which is family and health. Or they're masking something about their health. Show me. Mask, child, tree for Leo. Mask, child, tree. Got the coffin, the house, and the false person. And the false person in a courtship. This is a lie about an ending here, quite possibly. Or something is ended or will end with someone who is a liar. The false person is a liar. Something to do with family though. I don't know what I want. Show me this tree. Tell me more about the tree. I've got the King of Cups upright, Queen of Cups in reverse, Death card in reverse, mirroring the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Swords reverse, some sort of confession. So this is the couple in question, and do bear in mind that the signs can run together. So we've already got the Queen of Cups reversed up there. Might emotionally overwhelmed, probably very tearful this week. And she might be holding on to the hope that something can get resurrected, that something isn't over. But there's a confession here. There's an admission of guilt, or somebody gets caught and found out that they may have a new beginning elsewhere. What is this child? What is the child for Leo? Child in the mask for Leo. Child in the mask for Leo. King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Not what I was expecting at all. And the Ten of Pentacles. So we've definitely got something to do with family and home and generations here. King of Pentacles is, you know, financially sorted. He is Midas and he's working really hard. So someone is doing well on the business front. I don't know if they've got... Let me see the house and coffin. House and coffin for Leo. The house and coffin. Bear in mind the coffin's a lie. The house and coffin. Wow. Three of Swords and Temperance here. With heartbreak here. There's a breaking of a commitment. There's a breaking of a promise. I don't know if you're expecting someone to come back or come good. But the Three of Swords is Agamemnon getting his comeuppance here. Because he threw his own daughter under the bus, basically sacrificed her for his own benefit. And he's someone who does not see, he does not listen. I'll tell you why, because when he was away in the Trojan Wars for a decade or whatever, he got with a princess, Cassandra, who was a seer. She's like the owl here, yeah? And Cassandra's gift was that she was a seer and a prophet, but Cassandra's curse was no one would ever believe what she said. And she told Agamemnon not to return, I think it's to Mysia, because they were plotting to kill him. But because Cassandra was never believed, he went and he was killed by his wife and her lover. I don't know why that's relevant, but I did see it and then I didn't see it. Yeah, what I mean is the King of Swords is not the owl spirit. You are the owl spirit. You are seeing something clearly. You are able to read between the lines. I just don't think you like what it is you see, because there's some possible exposure here of someone who is a trickster and a gossip and probably a liar. It's someone who's maybe overindulgent and greedy. That would most certainly be on the money front. And I don't know if it's you that's watching them or them that's watching you, but there is, like, you know, some detective work going on down here. So let me take you some advice for the week. Leo. Leo's advice regarding this situation. Gosh, the fire signs have been really good as well. Leo. What did Leo get for the big monthly? I can't remember. Leo. Leo's advice, my owl spirit. Trust your instincts, because you already know. And exchange energy to create abundance. The animal guardian, you have to obviously pay attention to animals that you see, but the owl might be coming through this week for you. This is about reacting naturally from the gut, not thinking things through, not getting stuck in your head, not over-analysing, not doing a pros and cons list. Following through on your immediate reaction to something. Let me just see what the trader is telling you. The trader is speaking about, to me, it's about equally sharing energy. You know, it's a bit like Six of Pentacles energy. Trader. The trader brings a lesson and energy of exchange, and when he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you're a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It is a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, your understanding with others. And if you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean a financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest and vulnerable, and this can prepare you to be open to even greater opportunities in the coming weeks and months. Okay, Leo, hope you find that useful, and we're moving on to Sagittarius. Oh my. I'm just going to clear this up a wee bit. It's just Sagittarius gets a clean reading. Okay, Sagittarius, armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Okay, so you need to get your walls up this week, basically. There may be someone who's coming at you this week. I genuinely feel with the comic in reverse coming out that this is kind of like, you know, the backhanded compliment type people. This is someone who, like, you know, are making a joke, but it's usually at your expense. It can be like, you know, a harsh critic or someone who's really sarcastic. And, you know, I can also speak of a drunkard. I don't know what that means. It might be. But yeah, it's someone who's not funny, basically. You know, they might be pretending to be a clown, but they're actually hurtful. That is actually their intention. So there's someone in your midst possibly this week. It doesn't need to be an individual, but with the Three of Pentacles being in reverse here, it's probably someone at work. It's someone you don't work well with. It's someone you don't want to connect with. And again, with the star here in reverse, just dropped a pile. There's disappointment here, or lack of optimism. That's an Ace of Pentacles, but like that. And yet we have the Chariot. Hallelujah. So there is some sort of success that comes from this. The success might come from being really strict with your boundaries, not taking anyone's shit, or maybe even calling someone out when they try this kind of, you know, behavior. It's like wee digs, isn't it? Or they say something that's really mean, but they've got a really sweet smile in their face, and you're left completely flummoxed. You don't know whether to challenge them or not. It could be a feeling of a sort of lack of direction this week when the star's in the verse, but it's also feeling like a lack of hope. But we do have the Chariot coming out at the end of the week. So the comet came out in the Gemini read. I want to check that one out. The Three of Pentacles reverse for Sagittarius. Why is the Three of Pentacles reverse for Sagittarius? It's the Ring. So this can be to do with work commitments here. There might be some blockages there. It's sometimes my workmen as well, you know, contractors and whatnot, if you're getting repair work done in your house or in your car. Speaking about cycles, like, is this something that's, you know, this is maybe not uncommon for you to experience? Show me the Three of Pentacles reverse for Sagittarius. We've got the Stork and we've got the Moon. I've got the coffin. The stork is about positive changes, uplifting changes, but it is a card of movement in line with the Chariot, and it can speak of flights. It can relate to the caring profession, you know, nurses and doctors, and there may be some sort of offer here. An offer to travel. Let me finish the Rose Star reverse for Sagittarius. It's a woman, that's who I'm reading for, and we've got the Heart card. This is romance, love, affection, attraction. The Moon is also a card of attraction. Chariot, where are we going? You don't seem to be looking that way. So this is about travel dog, and very similar to Gemini, because they were wanting to move towards a comic. They were seeking fun and excitement, and they ultimately had, I think they had the Chariot, and they also had the mountain. So there's delays to this. This can be like something that's cancelled, a trip that you have got planned, maybe just to, you know, to see somebody, maybe you're going to see a comedian. I keep seeing the coffin at the base of the deck on every shuffle, and this basically is talking about a cancelled meeting, a cancelled group, a cancelled get together. I don't know, you've got the Heart here, so you know, you may be having like a week where you're sort of in a kind of dreamy state, you know, with the Moon here. You may have a lot of romantic dreams about, you know, taking off abroad and maybe relocating or getting a job abroad or getting married, especially with the Heart and the Ring here. You maybe want to get engaged. And it feels like it's not coming in this week with the Star being in reverse here. There's some sort of disappointment on the love front here. Show me the Heart with the Star for my Sagittarius. Heart and the Star reverse for Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy, Heart and Star. Yeah, so we've got the Two of Wands and we've got the Knight of Wands here. That's really nice. It's making a decision basically to travel. Now the Knight of Wands can obviously represent an individual, would be a fire sign, maybe your energy, but I don't feel it's an actual person. I feel it's just a really strong drive to, you know, get out there, to make some moves, to plan some sort of get together that you're really passionate about. And it may be like, you know, you just want to meet up for, you know, a sexy night in a hotel or something like that. So why have we got the take the Chariot and the Letter together first, please, for Sag. The Chariot and the Letter before I look at the blocks. Temperance, that's your own energy. Moderation, calm, patience. I think someone's literally waiting for a reunion here, waiting to reconnect with someone. I don't know if this is a separate story to this energy that's coming in here, but that you absolutely need to set some healthy boundaries with someone who, you know, is really sarcastic, who really likes to, you know, clown and be a bit of a joker, but is at your expense. Show me what the blocks are then for Sagittarius. Why is this being blocked or delayed? Can just be delayed. Eight of Wands reverse. It's a delay, not able to travel. I think you're sort of remaining quite, you know, stoic, even though you're not able to get where you want to go here. Three of Wands reverse. Not able to get where you want to go here. Not able to, you know, reunite with, you know, friends, family, a lover. I'm sorry, Sag, but it's all over this reading. It's not a negative reading, but it is saying whatever plans you've got afoot for the next sort of 7 to 10 days, they're not happening. And I trust that because it comes through in my own personal readings when I'm like planning, and twice it's happened. I put them back out for one and wasn't able to go. My friend in England got, you know, pinged on the NHS app, wasn't able to go. So it's just a week, you know, a week to 10 days. It's a delay. It seems like a really nice reading, but you need to be careful with some sort of, you know, arseholes here that are trying to, like, you know, take you down a peg or two, really. Okay, guys, that is the fire sign reading, and I'll be back with Earth shortly.